Cornelius, captain of 100 Roman soldiers, was stationed in Caesarea. It was not a desirable assignment. Hated by the Jews, he found it difficult to maintain his authority over his men, who seemed to take great pleasure in the fact that they were an occupying army. They mocked the people, mistreating them when not under the watchful eye of their commanding officer, often going much farther than needed to maintain control. Cornelius had heard of Jesus, the man who claimed to be the Son of God. From his own observation, he had found Jesus to be a gentle man. He was different from the religious leaders Cornelius had met before, although he didn't take man seriously. Claiming to be God seemed to be going a little too far. But he wasn't impressed with the Sanhedrin, the Sadducees, the Pharisees, and how they kept the common folk in check with their overbearing attitude, their threats. It was only during Passover week that he discovered these leaders were seriously considering having the Galilean killed, influenced as they were by the high priest. Jesus had managed to slip away through the crowd many times, but the tense atmosphere provided little further chance for him. It took very little stirring to get violence started among the crowds of people in Jerusalem for the Passover. Some of these people had witnessed his miracles, but many had only recently arrived and knew little about this man who claimed to be the Son of God. When Pilate ordered the prisoner flogged, the soldiers took great pleasure in making painful shreds appear on his back, kicking and spitting on him. Cornelius was impressed with the man's courage. As he witnessed the man's pain, he found it difficult to remain at his post. Crucifixion was never pleasant for him to witness. He had heard the cries of agony many times before and took no pleasure in it. This time was different. This Jesus refused the wine that would have helped to relieve some of the pain. He spoke little, but when he did, it seemed to be to comfort those of his friends gathered at the foot of the cross. Cornelius couldn't understand the pleasure his men had casting lots for his clothing, taunting him in the worst hour of his life. He watched Jesus die, and great sadness crept over his own body. Because he was required to make sure the prisoner died before sundown, Cornelius was glad when he succumbed early. He flinched when the soldiers cut at the man's side, and water and blood rushed forth. Seeing this, Cornelius said softly, "Truly this man was God's son." Cornelius was a man of honor. His realization of who Jesus was had come very late, but eventually he became a follower through the witness of Peter. He brought many of his family and friends to be among the first followers of Christ. What about us, Lord? Are we sharing our witness? Are we guilty?
I'm kind of scared to say this, but we're a kid. Would you please come on up here? Man, they popped out the ground like daisies today, man. Come right up here, look, I got seats on here. I got seats right here. Oh my goodness, that's all fun. Yes, what did I promise you last week? Oh, he promises, doesn't he? Candy. Well, we got to earn candy today, so that means we need to be quiet and this refill needs to go fast. That's what that means. So you guys ready? I have a picture, and if you can tell me what it's a picture of, I will give you 2 pieces of candy. Alright? This is my picture. It's not a clock, that's your big guess. It's not a speedometer. It's not a timer. It's not a compass. It's not a stopwatch. You're close with a monitor. Yes?
It's a barometer.
It is a barometer! You got it. It's a barometer. You know what you do with a barometer? It helps you tell it helps you tell the weather outside. So let's say it was on the low side. Guess what? A low reading on the barometer means. It's not necessarily cold. It's raining. Very good. And if it's high, guess what's out? The sun, right? And guess who would use a barometer? You guys know? Jesus knows. The weatherman, very good. And weathermen usually predict the what? The weather, right? Are they always right? No. another instance of Game 5 at the World Series. Did not get that right, did I? No. Oh, who plays today? Thank you. Here, in Sunday school class, you guys learned that Jesus made a prediction to his disciples. You guys remember? On Palm Sunday, what did he tell his disciples to go do? Something with an animal. Got it, Sean? To go. What about the donkey? Say, go into town and there should be a donkey, right? And you're going to get this donkey and you're going to bring it to me and we're going to ride it. So guess who else made predictions? Jesus. Very good. Give me a high five. Give me a high five. No. Yeah. So guess what? Weathermen might fail at their predictions, but does Jesus fail at his? No. And what did Jesus predict? Does Jesus love us? How much does Jesus love us? Show me. How much? Yeah, that much. That's right. And we can always predict. We might get everything else wrong in the future, but we can always predict that Jesus loves us, no matter what we do. All right? So if you guys want to line up, I know, I will give you all a piece of this candy, and if I run out, Megan said you can go bug her for a Hershey Kiss. The nursery, get a Hershey's Kiss. So if you guys can come right here as you pass, I will give you a candy, and guess what time it is? It's time for Super Truck. There you go.
Because of the baptism.
Okay.
And then after the baptism is over, if it's okay with their mom and dad, they probably could go on to Super Church.
Okay, that works.
So some will leave now and some will go later.
Gotcha. Who else needs to get one?
I got 2 pieces.